Hi you guys, it's your girl Cole. I'm back with another video. Today I'm doing a get ready with me and we're gonna chit chat. It's gonna be a chit chat get ready with me and we're gonna talk about mental health. Mental health is it's a tough subject. I suffer with, you know, like bipolar disorder, anxiety, depression, and I've dealt with that for like a long time. Your mental is like your body. You have to take care of it. You really do not know what people are dealing with in private. Like a lot of people don't want to talk about what they dealing with, especially men, because they get labeled as being crazy, or people just judge too much. Like, can we leave being judgmental in 2020 where it belongs? Until you walk a mile in somebody's shoes, you have no right to judge them. That's how I feel. And even if you have walked that mile, you still shouldn't judge, because how you react to something might not be how another person reacts to something. Everybody has their own demons that they're dealing with, and how they deal with them is, that's on them. But I do feel like the challenges that I've dealt with this year have just been harder. 2020 has been a messed up year for a lot of people. But just speaking personally from my experience, this year has just been tremendously hard for me. And it took a huge toll on my mental health. I've pretty much lost everything. Like, I lost a lot this year. I lost my father. I lost my car, my home, a good job, my marriage, like my peace of mind. It's just not there anymore. So any way that I can get that peace back, like, that's what I'm trying to do. I have really bad anxiety. I've learned a lot about myself this year, and 2020 has exposed a lot of things that I have to work on that I didn't know I didn't necessarily know was a problem until this year exposed that. Like, I have a hard time being alone. It is uncomfortable for me to be alone. And I've really been, it's like once I get alone and I get accustomed to it, I'm okay. I love it. It's like please give me back to the streets. I love it here. But then somebody will come and I'll be all booed up. And once they're gone, I don't adjust to change very well, like, or very quickly. I like feeling secure. So I like knowing what's gonna happen. I'm kind of a control freak, and I want things to go how I want them to go. And when things do not go how I plan, I freak out. Like, I literally freak out. That has like really exposed some things in me, and I feel like because of that, I dealt with a lot of stuff that I really shouldn't have, because I know my worth. I bring a lot to the table. I could sit here and hype myself up all day, and I say that in the most humblest way possible. But sometimes it's hard for me to believe that, like dang, I'm really worth that much. And then when somebody does something doesn't hold up to my standards, like does something that makes me question, like, am I really worth that much? Do I really bring that much to the table? If they are willing to just, you know, disrespect me like that, am I worth that much? If they willing to lose me? What I'm learning is it's not me, it's them. I am worth that much. If they don't see it, then that's a them problem, not a me problem. But when you are actually in your storm, it's hard to see, you know, you panic, and it's hard to see or think clearly. Because when I got cheated on, that was devastating to me. And it wasn't the first time I've been cheated on. So it made me start questioning myself, like, is it me? Am I too much to handle? Like, because I know I do the most, but that's because I am the most. I'm not patient by any means. I can be a little bit bossy, but I have a big heart. And I do feel as if a man loves me, he's gonna see that. Because everybody has flaws, but he's gonna be like, you know, whatever. And being cheated on, this year made me feel like maybe it's me, maybe something wrong with me. Because if there wasn't, then this wouldn't have happened. This person wouldn't have cheated on me. But that is absolutely false. Like me, I'll really take that to heart. Like, you cheat on me, I'm gonna be like, ow. But it is what it is. I'm learning to adjust. Yeah, being cheated on does something to your self-esteem. Cause, hunty, let me tell you, I really had to, and I'm still going through it. Cause some days I really be in here just bothered. Some days it still does get to me. Cause this is what, the third time that the same person played me. But life goes on. It just takes me a while to adjust. And then it's like the guy that I was talking to, that I really, really like, it's not working out between us. So I'm kind of like taking a break from guys right now. Like, I'll talk to people and conversate and stuff like that, but I'm literally focusing on my day-to-day life. I am trying to get out of my comfort zone, because I really be in my head, and sometimes I worry too much about what people think. Like the last video I did, I need to stop saying like. Even filming these videos is hard for me. That's why I don't do other people's makeup, even though I'm certified to do makeup, and I've did people makeup before, and you know, I'll have my hits and I'll have my misses, but you know, I know how to do makeup. But I doubt myself. I doubt myself quite a bit, and yeah, like I said, like I worry about what people say too much. I won't post the video because I'm like, oh, maybe, you know, they won't like it, or maybe it'll flop and people will be like, girl, like, just like this, that's bad. I did not expect for it to go on that pigmented, but I give heed to my critics too much. Well, my procrastination comes from perfectionism, because I want everything to be perfect, because I don't want nobody to talk bad about me. Because if somebody talks bad about me, then it starts to it starts to affect my confidence. And I'm trying to teach myself to just stop worrying about what other people think. And that's what I'm learning in my time alone. I posted a post on Facebook today, and I thought it was hilarious. But only one person laughed, and that was my cousin. But that's okay. Like, I think I'm funny. I think I'm a catch. I think I'm worth it. And that's all that matters. Because you're not going to be everybody's cup of tea, and that's fine. Some people gonna love you for something, while another person could literally hate your guts for that same thing. But that's okay. There's like billions of people in the world, and you're not gonna make everybody happy. The only person that matters is you. As long as you're happy, that's all that matters. And it's all about doing what's important to you. And having confidence in being your truest self. That is like my goal in life, is to be the truest form of myself. So I make it a point to find myself every single day. I don't like doing stuff just because everybody's doing it. I like being different. Because when you different, then you can raise your price, you know? And add tax, and yeah, get what you deserve. I will start posting more. Like, my camera is filled with pictures that I really haven't even posted. Because I was like, I don't get that many likes. But you know what? It don't matter. But yeah, I'm going to start posting more. Even if I only get 2 likes. That's 2 more likes than I would get if I just didn't post at all. But also, like, I compare myself a lot, which is not good. I can honestly tell y'all, when they say like comparison is the stealer of joy, I could tell y'all from experience, it is. I would be comparing what he do for me versus what he do for her, and let me tell y'all, it made me mad. It made me so mad. But now I have to realize that different people bring out different things in others. Like, I'm not gonna get the same results she got with him, and she's not gonna get the same results that I got with him. And then they might be a totally different person who I could get results out of that she don't get, if that makes sense. Our situations is just totally different. We're 2 different people. Like, that's okay. That he don't do for me like he do for her. Because I'm gonna do for myself like nobody gonna do for me. And that's on what? On period. Like, and that's whether I'm with anybody. Like, no matter who I'm with, I need to make sure that I'm gonna do for me like nobody else would do for me. Yeah, like, no matter who you with, you have to make sure that you gonna go hard for yourself, harder than they gonna go for you. You have to be your biggest fan. It's easy to be your biggest critic, but you also have to be your biggest fan. Like, I be thinking, like, I look at it like, oh, it's your loss. Because at the end of the day, you just took the biggest L of the decade, sir. And I'm going to keep it pushing. Instead of like feeling sorry for yourself, feel sorry for them. Because they missed out on all you have to offer. And just keep it pushing.
Like, see, I just messed up that week. Harvey story. But let me tell y'all what I'm gonna do. Y'all, this video is a mess. I got a line all under my.
I messed up this liner, but I'm gonna leave this in here because I'm telling you, I've been messing up my liner a lot. But we gonna fix it. Do not feel ashamed. Do not feel like you have to stay in your mess. Because I can honestly tell, I made a mistake by going back the third time. Like they say, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. When you fool me, ain't gonna, fool me again. So I got fooled, and that's shame on me. But y'all think I'm gonna stay in that shame? I'm just going to take it as a lesson learned and move on. That's all mistakes are. Mistakes are learning tools to know what not to do again. I completely forgot what I was saying. But yeah, like, just learn from your mistakes. I'm not where I want to be in life at all. And I try not to let it get me down. I found out my husband was, played me for the last and final time, and Christmas around the corner. My daughter's about to be a year old, so everything has come full circle. I lost my car. I don't have a job. I'm pretty much starting from rock bottom, and I'm okay. Well, I'm not gonna say I'm not okay. I'm fine. But okay, let me fix this before I continue talking because it's gonna drive me crazy. I am not at my best right now, but I'm alive, so I can get better and get to where I want to be. It is okay to be struggling. It is okay to struggle. The struggle is real. And right now I am at, I would say, rock bottom in my life. And I'm not saying it for like pity or anything. I'm just saying it to be like completely honest. I am at rock freaking bottom right now. But that's okay. Because there's nowhere to go but up from here. And I will be up again. The only way you stay down is if you just give up. That's the only way to stay down. And I know, like, I have vlogs and things where I will talk about my planners, and on my bookstagram, my Instagram or whatever, it's Ceaux booked. I changed it, but on there I talk about well, you'll see me planning, and that's basically me planning on the life I want, just from like the ground up, like looking at the positive of everything. Now I know better. And I could have a fresh start with everything. I can have a fresh start with a relationship. I can have a fresh start financially. But now I have lessons learned from that. I know now not to depend on nobody, especially a man. I know to depend on God and myself, because that's the only way that I'm gonna get through this stage in my life. And it is only a stage. That's all it is. It's just one chapter in my life. And I've learned from dealing with depression not to let one stage of your life define your life. Just because you're having a bad day does not mean you have a bad life. Like when y'all see me and I'm smiling, just know that smile ain't cheap. That smile comes with a lot of tears. And if you gotta cry, it's okay to cry. Don't hold it in. Don't feel like you have to keep it all in, and don't feel like you have to be perfect. Nobody is perfect. If they make their life out to be like they're perfect, they're a whole lie. Not a little bit, they're a whole lie. Nobody has a perfect life. We all have our good days and we all have our bad days. But, you know, you just gotta power through the bad days and hope for better or plan for better. Just take what you're given and make the best of it. Don't compare yourself to nobody because you don't know their struggle. You don't know what they're actually dealing with in their real life. You only know what they showing you. Like even myself, I don't show everything. Sometimes I feel as if I did, people would run away and it would be hard to love me. But no matter what problems you have, though, like, you are not hard to love. Somebody is gonna love you, girl. I'm not gonna let the things that I've been through change me. I'm a hopeless romantic. I believe my Prince Charming is out there. I believe that he's gonna love my crazy shopaholic behind. I believe that the person that's meant for me is gonna come and be like, girl, like, you really crazy, but I really love you. And I mean that in the nicest way possible. Like, he is going to love me. But until then, I'm going to love myself. Like, I'm just going to pick whatever gets thrown at me. I am just going to pick it up and go with it. Like, you have to keep moving. Keep moving forward. What's that movie? Meet the Robinsons. I love that movie. That movie's so good and funny. But yeah, just keep moving forward. That's all you can do. You cannot live in the past. And if something upsets you, like, I really be getting upsetted. Because people keep playing with me. Like, people really be playing with me and trying my patience. Like, but you just got woosah. Don't let nobody get you out of your character. Yeah, like, I really would be, like, embarrassed about certain stuff. I used to be embarrassed about where, like, I stood. Like, where I was staying. But I miss that now. I miss it now. I used to be embarrassed about being cheated on. I'm gonna have to tell y'all that story one day about how I found out my husband was cheating on me. Because I could laugh about it now because it's funny. But in the moment, I was like, nah, like, this is not funny. Like, I'm really embarrassed. Like, you did what with who? Like, the nerve of you. I was embarrassed. Just recently I was embarrassed because I lost my car. But I got that car myself. It was under my name. I paid for it. Like, I was paying for it myself. Oh, this color is so pretty. What is this? This is from Aladdin, the Aladdin and Mac collection. I need to get back to buying my makeup, y'all, but I can't right now. I can't afford it. But yeah, I was embarrassed about losing my car, but I paid for that car. I got that car in my name. And just how God allowed me to get that car, he'll allow me to get another car. I just have to wait and learn from, learn from the past. The mistakes that I made with this car, just don't repeat them. I was slightly embarrassed about not working. I'm basically taking a break from working right now to cater to tend to my mental health. because I took a lot of blows this year. Like, my mental health is yeah, it needs tending to. So that's what I'm gonna do, because it's not just me that that I'm taking care of. I'm taking care of three children, so I need to make sure that I'm okay. There's nothing to be embarrassed about to say I need a break. I'm frustrated, I'm overwhelmed, I'm this and I'm that. I'm telling y'all, I get overwhelmed so easily now. There's like a million things that I have to do, and I literally bounce from one thing to the next. I'll be editing a video. 5 minutes later, I'm knitting. 5 minutes later after that, I'm like deleting pictures on my phone. So I get overwhelmed, but it's okay to say like I'm overwhelmed right now. I do speak with a counselor every week, and I cherish my time in conversations with my counselor, because therapy is so, I love therapy. I recommend therapy to everyone. And I feel like some people think, oh, that, like, yeah, that's just your yes man. No. Like, my counselor would get me together real quick. But at the same time, like, that is my advocate. Advocate? Is that the word? Advocate? That is the person who reminds me to be nice to myself. Because at times we could be really hard on ourselves. Especially me. I really be like, girl, now you
know your foundation ain't matching your neck, and you gonna sit here and put this on the internet. Like, boom. Like, what are you doing? You know that lighting is crazy. You know that background is crazy. Like, you know you could have did more. You could have edited those videos and had them out. You should have had a video for every day of VLOGMAS, like you said you was gonna do.
So she is there to remind me, like, Courtney, you did that. Like, be nice to yourself. Talk to yourself like you would talk to your best friend. Because at the end of the day, you are your own best friend. Like Beyonce said, ladies, you are your own best friend. Me, myself, and I. That's all I got in the end. Like, there's a lot that I really be dealing with. And my friend told me, he was like, just like, what you got to be embarrassed about? Because I want to say the second time that I was like separated from my husband or whatever, I was like, I'm embarrassed. Like, I'm sad. I really was depressed. I was so depressed. He was like, just put it out there. Like, show people, like, because you're not the only one who's going through that. He was like, just show people that. And show people, like, how you got better. So, like, that's what I'm doing. And that's kind of what I've been vlogging lately. Like, I've decluttered my life. I'm still decluttering my life. Some people would say I'm a hoarder. I like to call myself a maximalist, but I'm trying to transition into being a minimalist, because having a lot of stuff overwhelms me and will literally leave me stuck. Where it's like I clutter my to-do list, I clutter my environment, I clutter my mind with all of my thoughts, where nothing gets done. I'm trying to do all this stuff and nothing gets done. Whereas if I keep things simple and keep my to-do list like short, I could get it done and I could breathe easier. Rome wasn't built in a day. Even now, I am not okay. I'm at rock bottom and I'm climbing my way to the top. I'm just being real. And if I get made fun of or talked about, oh well, I probably was gonna get made fun of or talked about, like, anyway. Might as well get some views for it, right? But yeah, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and I will prove that to you guys. I will prove that to myself and to you guys. There is light at the end of the tunnel. So when I talked about like this recent update on my marriage, I am getting a divorce. But when I tell y'all, I'm gonna be somebody misses out here, and they gonna appreciate me and love me. that's not going to stop me. All of the setbacks that I've taken financially, that's not going to stop me. All of the losses that I've had this year, that's not going to stop me. I am going to prove to you guys. I'm declaring that now, this day, it is December 11th. Yes, it's December 11th. That's not going to stop me. I'm going to prove that to you, to myself, to my daughter. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. So that's all I have to say. Thank you guys for listening. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much. Please do not forget to like and subscribe. Yeah, let me know if y'all want a story time about how I found out my husband cheated on me. Cause now I'm telling y'all, it was hilarious. Hilarious. So yeah, thank you. See you in the next video.